This is Monday, August 26, 2024. I have hard with that date because we say it in the opposite way here in Sweden. But now I say it in English. And it started to happen many things, and I had it was one chapter maybe 1 year ago or something like that. There was I talking from the Spirit. So me as a human, myself now, I don't remember where it was, where the Spirit come and talking about Israel, and the Spirit was saying I don't remember exactly the words the Spirit was saying, but it says that the war between those Arabic countries and Israel, those Muslim countries, there is those war, those conflict will last as Iceland still have earthquake going on or eruption from the mountain and from the ground. He says something like that, the Spirit. And it is very, very surprising for me, because when Iran they shoot some rockets or something like bombs to inside Tel Aviv, and in the same time we heard in the news that on Iceland there have been some lava coming up again, like it did in that time when I was talking, last time I was talking. I think it was in April. And the Spirit was saying that those conflicts will end when it's end on Iceland. And that was very strange for me when he said that, but I have to tell what they are telling me. So I say that, and now it is coming up lava again, and the same time is it higher warning about the conflict in Israel and Lebanon, and the Gaza is not so much more, but it's killing there also, and it's a big conflict, and it can lead to the Third World War, and but I hope it will stay there. But it will be the earth, people here on earth, they go in to kill themselves. It doesn't need to come any Messiah to clean up this this planet, because people here on Earth, they are very good to do that. And with this weapon that can come back to kill them instead of kill the enemies, this AI weapon that's going on now, and it targeting the enemies in that way, but it can be something that disturb it, so it going backwards and kill the sender. Those that have sent them, they going back and kill those people that have sent them. And we can't rely on AI, artificial intelligence. We can't rely on that. We must have security. If something going very wrong, we have to could only block it so it doesn't move and do anything. And I ask if there is like that, or if they think like many people think that here we on Earth are the crown of the inside the universe. We are the highest. We are the one that God wants it to be, and those other planets is nothing. That we should be the highest. God created the universe only for this planet to be. And that is so very dangerous to think like that. But there is people think like that. It is like Donald Trump. He's... you see that when he says something that he think is very smart, how he celebrate himself in that way and do this small dancing like that. He's the king of with the crown like that for himself. He think like that, and I am not against Trump. I am not against Biden either, or she that is, because both sides is very wrong now. Just now, because they rely on the rules that is the same thing, rules that is in LDS church, the Mormon church. They have that rules that the oldest should be the prophet, the oldest should be the president candidate, and it doesn't work like that in the nature. You need to have someone that have the brain with him or her, and you can't go after Kamala Harris, that she is a small part of her DNA is African. You can't go after those things. That is so to have idol, to have this what they are standing for, but in reality they don't stand for that, but they say that to become a president. I'm not for those two, or I am not against those two, because it's really silly to bring up people on the top that have some few things to bring forward. And Kamala Harris, she's against the Bible, what it says in the what God is saying, and so that's not good either. She is for homosexual people, and now in the news was it about. They try to take away this, that the father of the bride should bring the bride to the pastor or preacher in a wedding. They don't think that it's a male thing, but it's a tradition. It's not a political thing. It's a tradition, and there is many tradition in the world. It have nothing with political things to do. It have nothing with the gender to do. It's traditional things that disturb those that have against it, and it was like that when it was allowed for homosexual to be blessed of the pastor in the church, and I knew when I saw it be yes about it, that the church changed. And I say to her, my daughter's father that I live with, that I say next time what is come is to be allowed to have adoption. You don't need to be a woman to adopt kids, and that it became very quick after that. 2 men or 2 women it was allowed to get a blessing inside the church, and then it's come that 2 women could adopt a child. 2 men could adopt a child. Just after that, it's going in a line. It's not about. They don't see it as traditional thing. They see it as against their thinking how life should be, and. I want to thank you that send me money so I could pay the bill. I paid the bill yesterday. I was so happy to could when the bill was sending to me on the internet, and then I could pay back after 1 hour like that to them, and I still had money left over because you that have sent me the money for to pay the bill for to cut the hedge on my rental property. You send it very quick, because I say that it's a small, the money I got to pay the bill for the hedge, it was almost that kind of money, but it was a little more money left over, so that money I will have to pay the bill for to clean up my home. And the day after, you send me more money, so now I know I can ask. I don't want a private person to come into my home, because it have been evil things coming in my home, and it's a little more secure if there is a business behind it than a single person get the money. It was a business that sent the man that when I close my eyes, he stopped working for me and sit on the chair and wait for me to wake up, and then he could go home without doing anything. And so that is not really secure, but it is more than to have in the newspaper that I wish to have someone cleaning up my home, and I pay for that. It's better to have a business. So I have done that. I'm thinking, because that cleaning business, it was he that had this to cut my hedge. He did it to me. He gave me a telephone number to call for cleaning up, and I am thinking that they have not answered me yet, but I think they waited to see if he get the bill paid of me, or if I have lied about it. So when I did it so very quick, and today in the morning it come a message from those that cut the hedge, that they thank me for to pay the bill, and hope that I will ask them for help again next time. So now he may be knew that person that owned this business of cleaning home. So now he tell them that she paid the bill immediately. So she is okay. So I think that I maybe get a mail from that business maybe tomorrow, that they are coming and clean my home, and then I have them to clean my home. First is it very much because I have not had any cleaning since I moved here. I have paid for cleaning, but it have not been cleaning, and so it's very filthy, my home. And that's not good when I have this wound on my leg that it's not clean in my home. And so I hope I could get cleaning and then have someone coming and clean maybe every third week and take those places where I can't reach. You know, I can't walk in a step chair. I can't walk in stairs. So I can't come up to higher up, and all the food, I have to have all the food on a lower place, and I have nothing up a little higher than 1.5 meters. But if I have someone coming cleaning my home, that person can bring down things from a higher level, so I can eat that food and working with that food. And also that person bring up food I buy from the store. But I'm not going to have so much stored food in my home anymore. I am by myself. I don't have anyone to make food for, so I can eat very little food, and sometimes eat outside also, and not do so much in my home, so I need to clean it. So this is I had some spirits talking to me in the night, and I know it was important, but sometimes I think it's when I don't remember it so well, that is because it's in the spirit is talking to the spirit and not talking to the body. So it's not to keep in my brain. And today I was thinking about this, that my brain I have going down and be so bad. And I told you that I'm going to correct me if I say something that I later on understand that wasn't not what they are talking about. The spirit was talking about, and it's about the brain, and it is right that what I say, that the best weapon that you can have is your brain, because I have been forced to talk me out from situations so very much, and I think that's also a good thing, but it's also a bad thing, because I have been forced to use my brain in that way, that I have to think about how to come out from this situation without be killed. And I don't have a weapon, and the only weapon I have is my brain. So it have done that my brain have working much more than other people. There is people that have had this going on, that the only thing they have to use is the brain to come out from a situation. I understand I'm not the only one, but I am maybe one of the only one that have needed the brain so very much to could think about how to come out from this situation. I have not say everything of all my situation where I needed to use my brain to come out from a critical situation. I was one time on my way to a drone, and I didn't know how to come up because like it is today, that I was freezing in the brain when I was under the water, and I have no clue if I were upside down or if I was up with my body, but I come up from the water because there was a person that come into the water and took me into the beach. So, or else I have only like laying under the water and didn't know where to go and be killed. But there was a man that come and took me up, and then when I was laying on the beach and had no, I was tired in my body and brain, then he wanted to rape me when I was laying there. But he had hard to make me nude because I have clothes on, and it was like climb into my body and was glued in my body. So he had hard, and I was screaming. So there come a friend of mine in that time, was it a friend, and he fight with this man so I could go out from it. And there is, yesterday I was thinking about that situation where my father took us to, I don't know if I have talked about it, but he took us to an amusement park in Stockholm. And my mother was not with us. And that is very crazy of her. How could she think that my father could take care of 3 kids? I was about 4 or 5 years old, and he took us out an amusement park, and that was fun for a while because he was like a child. He was always drunk, so he was drunk. And then suddenly he said to us, "Can you sit on the sofa? I'm only going into this place to get me a beer," he say. "And I'm coming back, I'm thirsty," he say. He didn't ask if we were thirsty. And he said, "Sit on the sofa here, and then I come out to you. And we sit there and wait for him, and he never come out from that bar or restaurant. And then he come out, and my older sister, she say, don't say anything to him, don't say anything to him. And I look at my father, and he was so very drunk, so he almost couldn't walk. And I did what my sister told us. And we sit and saw our father walking almost into us where we sit in the sofa, but he didn't see us because he was so drunk. And we sit there, and suddenly it started to close. They closed the park, insurance park, and it had started to rain, and there come rain over us, and we were freezing because it was daytime when we go to the amusement park. So it was only we 3 kids, and full of rain and darkness. Most everything was in dark, the light has going off. And then a person saw us sitting there, and we have no parents coming and get us. So he called the police, and we come to the police station. And I remember that I only was 4 years old, so I only remember that we got hot chocolate, and that was very nice when we was frozen of the rain. And then it was easy to find the parents, because we were to my aunt's aunt's family, and my aunt was very famous person in Stockholm, so it was easy to understand where we come from. So they come and get us, bring us back to my aunt's house. And it is very strange that the police or the government took us away from that parents we had that couldn't be safe to their children. But it was because my father had a title. He was a manager for an insurance company. And my mother didn't need to work because my father did all the work for the money. And she had 3 small kids to take care of. And we have my mother's sisters, all of them, 5 sisters were they, and they were millionaires. They were famous. So that's what they go for, the title and the money. And they didn't see us as ordinary children that need to be taken care of. So we have this bad family, this was not a real functional family at all. It was very bad to grow up in that family. And so I can't do so much more than only do what they tell me to do from afterlife. I don't have my own life. It sounds very strange for you if you don't sit in a prison, because in prison you don't have a life of your own. And it's like that for my life. But I have chosen it. I want it to be like this. I enjoy it now, but I didn't do that when I started and didn't know why I was in this situation as I have been. But now I know. I do the work for afterlife. And I tell you something new that have happened today, August 26, 2024. I have paid a membership for the Jewish community in Sweden. But we have a synagogue in our city here, but it is not the main synagogue here. We have far away from us the main, three main. It is Stockholm, of course, and then is it Malmö, and then Gothenburg. So Malmö is my closest place. So I paid the membership, and I will see what's going on now when I be a member of the synagogue in Malmö. And it is hard here in Sweden also that we should not talk about it, to be Jewish. But I tell the people that I want to be what I was from the beginning. I want to be in my roots, where I come from, not where I become of political things. The Jewish in me that come from Germany to Sweden, they were forced to enter into Lutheran church to could live here in Sweden. And I don't want to be forced like that. My roots is Jewish, and my roots is from Israel, and I am related to Jesus Christ and his mother. It's not that I have my DNA have showing I was in another branch, in another tree. I was in the tree of Jesus Christ, and he was Jewish, and from the beginning. And that's where I am, on both my parents. My father, he come from the Greek island after Israel, when he come to Europe. But my mother come with those Franks that come to France and England, and then over to Scandinavia, and also Scandinavia come through the Vikings to England, and they mix it up there. But the roots in me is Jewish. So I am coming back to where it started, and that's what's the meaning of my fourth time in in Jerusalem was that I should go up to the Temple Mountain, and I should look out from all those mountain hills there is in Jerusalem. And I saw those bridges going over to those mountains were together. It was not separated like it is today. It was bridges over, so they easily could come to each other. And in Jerusalem today, it's that Muslims live in one place, Jewish in one other place, and Amish, this was in another place, and Christian in another. They don't live together. They live side by side, but not together. So it is not what it was from the beginning when everyone was together. And the Abrahamic religion was one. But then it started to split up. But the Muslim, Christian, and Jewish was Abrahamic. They were together from the start in religion. And now they're fighting so much. It's not that's why I be a member of the Jewish community. It was because to confirm that my roots is Jewish. I am not into religions, but I am a traditional person. I'm not a religion person. I'm a traditional person, and my traditional meal want to be where my roots are, and now I am by being a member of the Jewish community here in Sweden. We'll see if they accept me, but we must do something. I get at least the news about what's going on in the community. Then I maybe can't go. They have an event in Copenhagen, and I wanted to go there because it was traditional Jewish food that should be there. But I can't come to Copenhagen anymore, as I am disabled. And there is no taxi that going to Copenhagen. My taxi is going only inside my county, not in the country. It's in my county. So I need to find a friend that my daughter can come with me because she knows she's Jewish. And she could come with me, but I have to pay for 2 people. And this Jewish dinner that was in Copenhagen was very expensive. So I will see next time I'm going there to something they have that I can't come, and see if there is anyone that want to help me to come to that place, and I pay for it without having any money for that. My daughter maybe is coming with me if I pay for it. She don't do that because she's daughter, and out of love she helped me. She don't do that. So she is really Jewish in her way to think. Yeah, she is like my mother was, that we have to take care of ourselves. There was no help. It was no softness in my mother's heart. It was a hard heart that she had, but she couldn't resist my father or any man. But she was hard to me, at least. Maybe she saw herself in me in some way, but I am not hard in my heart at all. The most love a person I have ever seen was it a pastor that say about me. He saw the love of God, and he saw the love of Jesus inside me. So thank you for have listened, and thank you that support me with money, and those money that you are sending me is for. It's not for me in that full way. It is about God's property that is here, God's Jesus garden, and to could relax, so I hear from afterlife also. I need to relax, and if I could relax, I also go out from my illness. I need to could relax in my life, to could still hear from God, or else I need to come up to God and hear what He's saying. But I am here on earth for to help you, for to help the earth, for to help all the planets in the universe to not be taken over of darkness. The universe can be full of darkness. The universe can be going back to the start of universe, when there was nothing before the light come. The light is the energy, the power from the mother of the universe, the mother of God. If she not have started to create the light, if she not coming and start the light, start the energy to come all over the universe, then it have only be darkness. And that's what is going to be if we don't get more help of you that listen, and your friends that you have, and people you know that could make the light shine here in the universe. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.